Morning, Bandana Gramma here. No glam gram this morning. It's a rainy day, and I'm not feeling my best today. So I don't know if we're going to get yard work done later. Between the rain and me needing a day to recoup, I think. But I am going to show you what I did yesterday. And later today, I hope to be uploading a video of me doing the actual work. Like on these live streams, I've been showing you shots of the area before I do the yard work, where it's a mess and needs attention. And then I come back and I show you a shot of the area after I've done the work. But I haven't shown you the actual work. And yesterday, when I was doing the work, and the day before, I had set my camera up and put it on, fast speed, so it's like zooming around. So it shows me doing that.
You want to live?
Yes.
Sorry, some big trucks pulled out in front of our driveway. He's been knocking on the door for 5 minutes.
Oh,
I don't know what it is.
all right. I gotta go. Somebody's at my front door. A big truck. I gotta go. Hang
Back in
tight.
5.
Hang tight. I'll be back. I'm back. I think they're taking trees down a couple houses over, and there's this huge truck in front of my driveway. And my daughter came and told me they've been knocking on the door for 5 minutes. So he wanted the name of the neighbor. Anyway, I'm back. Let's see who all's here. Let's see. Tina, Grandma Rose, good morning. Alicia, good morning. Susie Bosch, good morning. Now, where was I? I think I was telling you I was making a video of the last 2 days when I've been doing the yard work, and I put it on. I forget what you call it. Anyway, where it speeds up. So I've got a sped up version of me zooming around out there cleaning up. So it only takes a couple of minutes to show you about 2 hours work. And I'm going to put that video up later today if all goes as planned as I'm uploading it. Uh, I can't attach it to this because this is a live stream and I don't know how to do that, but I will put it up as a separate video. Now, let's see. Rita, hi from Alabama. Love watching you. Thank you, Rita. I love having you here. It is definitely raining and drizzling. I'm going to pick up the camera anyway. Hopefully I won't get a downpour when I go out there. And go out and show you what I did do yesterday. And I'm going to stop off at my Gala apple tree because the apple blossoms are so pretty today. Opening up, and they're pink, light pink and dark pink, and just so pretty. So I'm hoping to get apples this year. Betty Jones, good morning from Kentucky. Good morning, Betty. Alicia, I'm going to spread out my grass seeds today, going to make our small backyard look nice. That's good. I've got some areas I want to put grass seed on. This backyard, I used to try and put grass seed out, and I still will around our seating area here, but the rest of it I'm turning into vegetable gardens, berry gardens, orchard. So I won't be spreading as much seed as I used to. My husband has to mow less and less each year because I'm taking it over. But that's a good thing. If I can get the veggies to grow well so I can can them up and freeze them and have a lot to share with the family. You can hear the trucks. Thankfully, I think he's moving that truck that was blocking our driveway because my daughter needs to go to work in an hour. So, but and you can hear the saws going. I think they're taking a tree down. So this will be interesting. I hope you can hear me. I'm going to pick up the camera now. We had a Granny Smith for 15 years and all blooms, no apples. Thinking of cutting it down. Does it need another tree in order to fruit? Sometimes that's the case, not always. I'm in a long drawn out process of fencing my garden so the chickens won't scratch up everything. Yeah, that can be a real problem. They're nice for the bugs, but they're not discriminating against the plants and they will get them. I guess ducks are better for that they'll eat the bugs and not pull up your plants. At least that's what I've heard. I don't know. I don't have either. Here in where I live, I'm not allowed, I hate that term too, allowed, to have chickens or ducks. If I had 1,000 more square foot on this lot, square feet, I could have chickens. But if I'm honest, because my husband's retiring and we're going to be doing a lot more traveling, I probably wouldn't get them now. Years ago I would have, but I don't want to put it on my daughters to take care of them when we're traveling because we plan to do quite a bit of that. Apple trees need to have another tree that blooms at the same time. Right, that's what I was thinking. Because I have several apple trees here. I'll check. Oh, Betty's going to check. Okay, I'll come back to these comments, but first I'm going to pick you all up. We'll walk out in the rain. It's just drizzling. And show you what I did yesterday. I'll turn the camera around. Oops. Double tap doesn't do it. There we go. So first stop is at the Gala apple tree. Look at these blossoms. See, I've got plenty that are still budding. Here's some buds that haven't opened. Good morning. Was that Teresa? Let's see. Yes, Teresa. Good morning. And then I've got others that have opened. So I'm really excited about my Gala apple doing some nice things for me this year. Pink is so pretty. Right, and I think you can see even from last week my onions are growing and they're getting heads on them there. Those are my Egyptian walking onions, which get little bulbets at the top, and my collards from last year that came back are definitely going to seed. And these I can still pick and eat some of these leaves and they taste pretty good, but I'm letting them go to seed. I need to plant all my veggies out here. The collard leaf tastes good. All right, my peach tree. All the blossoms have finished. Let me see if I see any little bumps. Okay, there it is, a baby, tiny little bitty peach coming. Last year I had quite a few, so I hope the pollinators helped out a lot. And then I'll get a bunch more because you can see the remnants of the flowers. And again, my Asian pear is still in bloom, but I can see that it's already forming some fruit. Go through my orchard. There's my rhubarb over there. And my back there in the corner again is my comfrey. And my getting on it. Looking pretty. And back there, the greenhouse was that blew down. So the first day I cleaned out between here and the tree, and yesterday I cleaned out between the tree and the back. And if you watch the video I'll put up later today where it shows me doing it, you'll see exactly how much got done. If you hadn't seen the before, it's hard to appreciate the after. But I had to pick out all the wood and sticks that was mixed all in here, and I got them all piled up to find a home for. And I raked up all in here, put away all the pots and containers and all kinds of stuff that was here, tore down the greenhouse, took apart the tubular legs and the plastic. So I did do all that. Whew. So one last look. If you saw before where the greenhouse was all blown apart, I got it all picked up and sorted, and I'm feeling good about that. I am having trouble choosing my next project. I do need to put the new greenhouse up here, but I don't think I'm going to do that tomorrow. It's possible. If my husband decides to help me, we might put the new greenhouse up tomorrow. But I do want to cut down this tree. It's just an ornamental because it's never gotten fruit or anything. All it's ever gotten is flowers, and it's just taking up too much room in a place where I'd like to be able to move around and go through and put things. So I might have my honey get out the electric saw and cut that down tomorrow and give me some more room. Of course, this is behind my shed, so this is where we hide things we don't want out and out for everybody to see, like lumber and gardening things that are kind of big, and the tank for the barbecue. And under that container there are big gas cans that we keep for the generator if we need the generator. So there's two big gas can things under there to hold that. So I think now I still have to get rid of all these piles. I've got many stick piles, which I hope to turn into a hugelkultur garden. So I still need to do that. There is another area up by the front of the house that I could do tomorrow if I don't work in the back anymore. I don't think we'll be taking care of the leaves yet because I have to empty the, what do you call it? The compost bins of the good finished stuff before I can put the leaves back there. All right, this area up here, when my daughter moved in, she brought with her some of her gardening stuff and it just got thrown here. So this mess has to be cleaned up. Right? We want to fix that cute little chair. Needs to be redone, repainted, new wood put on it. It's really cute. It was her garden chair she had on her patio. And then she's got a couple of nice big urns there that we can grow things in. Then I just got messy stuff here. I've got, these actually were in my basement under lights last year. I was growing things in them. And this is stuff, there's actually Volkswagen car parts in there. I think they're running boards. And we're getting rid of them. They came out of the basement. So this is junky mess. So tomorrow, hopefully I'll have this mess cleaned up. And that'll be my next messy spot to clean up. So I'm showing you my worst of things so you can see I made some progress. That's if we don't put up the greenhouse tomorrow. But here's where I cleaned the front of the porch. And my hydrangeas are getting greener and greener, and pretty soon they'll have some pretty flowers on them. My bleeding heart is getting more and more bleeding hearts. They're all filling out now, looking pretty. Don't you just love bleeding hearts? They're so pretty. I got a few other things in this bed too that are just barely showing. Can't remember the name of it, but this pretty little leaf here, this variegated green leaf, comes up. I got a little more back there. That grows well in the shade, and it's so bright it kind of brightens up dark areas. I enjoy that. So, all right, we'll turn the camera around again. Go back on the porch. Check the last of the comments, and then we'll sign off, because I've got things to do too. I've been cleaning the kitchen this morning. Whew. Lamium, I think you're right, Rebecca. My daughter told me the other day what it was called, and I forgot. But that sounds familiar, Lamium. Whew. Okay. Yeah. Don't cut your Granny Smith down until you figure out if it needed another tree to bloom, because you might get apples yet. All my neighbors have ornamental trees, no apple trees for a mile. Yeah, you might have to just go ahead and buy a little one so you can get apples. I think even crab apples will act as pollinators. In fact, I think they do well to act as pollinators. But if you're going to get an apple tree, you might as well get one you'll enjoy eating the apples from. Of course, you can make crab apple jelly and things like that. Whew. I'm sorry, I'm just not feeling my best today. All right, if it's blooming, I think she means not blowing, either it's not getting pollination or a critter is eating the fruit. Betty Jones. Gala apples are the best. Grandma Rose says, Betty, your Granny Smith apple tree is self-fertile, but fruiting will usually be improved if there is a compatible partner at a different variety nearby. Yeah, my Granny Smith in the back has just one little cluster of flowers on it this year. It's pretty young. So I'm hoping that my Gala will be enough to be a companion for it. I also had that early Winochi in the back, the little bitty one I showed you before. Yesterday, I think I showed it. But that's never gotten any flowers yet. But it's a tiny baby yet. And I don't know if it is blooming at the same time as the other trees. I miss rhubarb. Used to always have growing in Michigan. And now I'm in the desert, says Susie Bosch. Grandma Rose says, I've never even tasted rhubarb. It's far too hot down here to grow it. Rhubarb by itself is terribly sour. It's like lemons would be, but you cook it up with something with sweetness and it's good. Betty Jones, thank you, Grandma Rose. We will be planting another. It's a beautiful tree and I hate to lose it. Good. It's great seeing your mess. Everyone always shows their garden tour ready gardens. Yeah, I'm trying to be real here. Over the winter, I get a real mess. But that makes the after so much better because you got this ugly before and then you got a nice after. And I might even plant flowers over there after I get it cleaned up. I adore bleeding hearts. Yep. Looking very beautiful today. See, Laura does this every day. Laura, your nose is growing. I am definitely no glam today. But you're very sweet. Your place is so nice. It's getting there. I mean, by the end of summer, it looks pretty good. In the spring, it's nice to have the new flowers coming out and everything, but the winter hang-ons aren't all that attractive. Where do you live, Grammy? I live in Maryland. Zone 7, Maryland. A crabapple will pollinate a fruit-bearing tree. Yeah, that's what I thought. Do the sucker trees that grow around it count as pollinators? I don't think so because I think it has to be a different tree and that's pretty much the same tree. Someone correct me if I'm wrong, but strawberry rhubarb pie is delicious. Yes, it is. No, suckers are actually part of the same tree. You need another variety, right? See, I'm jumping all around here. I only speak the truth, Sue. Oh, Laura. Well, you're very sweet. You have a kind heart, and you see through your kind heart, I think. I live in Kansas City, but I'm close to your age. We are kids. Right. 60 is a new 40, right? Whatever tree she chooses should be one that blooms at the same time. That's absolutely true, because that's when they have to cross pollinate. Yep. Okay. Huh. Do I have any other news? No. Tuesday I'll have some happy news, I think, but I don't have any news yet. I remember eating rhubarb with sugar. Yep. As long as you sweeten it up, it's pretty good stuff. I used to have two other plants on either side of the shed, and for the first few years they grew really well, and then they just didn't come back. I don't know what killed them off. But I planted another one, and it's coming. And it should be fertile over there, because I've had a lot of compost over there. And actual natural compost coming from the trees that just stay there and age. So hopefully that'll be good. It's going to be hard when I start pulling the compost out of the bins and have to wheelbarrow them over and get them on all my garden beds. I'm hoping to get a little help for that, because I just don't think the old girl's up to that much exertion, especially lately. So maybe if I... My new me? Well, I've been missing you. Welcome, welcome, Brenda. I haven't seen you in a long time, and I even checked your YouTube pages recently, and it didn't look like you had anything new. So I thought, what's going on with Brenda, my new me? So thank you for coming by. So glad to see you. Rhubarb jelly is my new favorite. I haven't tried rhubarb jelly, but I'm sure it's great. How hot do your summers get there? Oh, they can go to 100 degrees, but not for a whole lot. We're nice. We're a temperate climate. We're kind of, we get both. We get all the seasons, but the winters are shorter and the growing season's longer. And you need your air conditioning when it's hot, and it does get humid here. So you do need your central air and your central and your heat. I'm definitely not an off-grid type person. I like my comfort. So all the seasons, sometimes in one day. Yeah, I think you're right there, Brenda. I've had that happen too. Thank you. Things are finally fixed and I'll be starting again. Sorry about that. You're so nice. Well, you're sweet, Brenda. Brenda has a big channel. She grew extremely quickly. She had a very interesting channel. I was hooked from the beginning. She was sharing some of her pain and how she was handling it and some big changes she made in her life. And it was so interesting to see. A lot of it had to do with cleaning up her home that had gotten way out of hand. And it was so inspiring to watch her just dig in and do it. Her head is still spinning from it. I mean, she has over 20,000 subscribers, and she got those within months. It was amazing. But the content was that interesting on her channel. And she was just down to earth and real. And someone just said she likes it when I show my messes. Like I just showed you outside that side of my house that needs a lot of work. And that's what Brenda did. She was in a bad place, and she got real and she showed it, and then she showed herself taking it a step at a time, which is what I do. You've seen me do that when I had to clean this porch up, and it was so daunting. Took it a little step at a time. And now with my yard, every day I'm taking a step at a time as I feel I can do it, and it'll get done. Well, Brenda did something similar, and she is very sweet and very honest and very forthcoming in what she was going through. And watching the difference was amazing. So my new me, it's a great channel. Lately, she's had to move out of her original place, and last I knew she was still staying in motels until something opened up for her. So her videos have taken a little change. She does a lot of crafts, but you might enjoy that. Okay. I enjoy your true grit. I don't know if she's talking to Brenda or me, but yes, just subscribe to your channel, My New Me. Yeah, and start at the beginning. It's hard to watch in the beginning, but you'll be amazed of what she does. Yeah, and then she was nice to me too. After she got like 20,000 subscribers, one day I think a couple of times she mentioned my channel and said she enjoyed watching Bandana Gramma, and I got a jump in subscribers from that too. So I really appreciated that. Uh, I mean, if I never got another subscriber, I'd be happy. I'm almost at 4,000. I think that's amazing. I can't believe 4,000 people push that subscribe button to watch Bandana Gramma. But if I never got another one, I'd be happy. But I have to tell you, every time I get a few, it's exciting because you feel like people like what you do. You feel a little value that way, and I have value anyway. But I think you know what I'm trying to say. It's nice to know people appreciate things that you're passionate about and what you do. And Tina says, I love My New Me too. So much admiration for her. And My New Me says, I love your channel and your personality. Thank you, Brenda. Thank you so much. Miss Vicky, hello from Kentucky. Hello, hello. Oh, Barb Newman said she was talking about me. Thank you, Barb. My true grit. And I guess you're going to have, I think of John Wayne when, when I think of true grit. But I guess that just means digging in and doing what you think is right and speaking the truth. I guess that's true grit. And being yourself. And I've said before, I can't handle trying to be anybody else. I couldn't keep track. I just have to be me. My New Me is also one of my favorites, says Mrs. Vicky. Very good. And she deserves that. And Laura says I'm down to earth. Girl power. There we go. Okay, so what do I got going today? I'm going to finish cleaning my kitchen. I have a ham to cook. I think I'm all out of meat. All my Zacon chicken I have cooked up. All my Zacon hamburger I've cooked up. So I'm going to have to get more meat in the house. But I do have a ham in the refrigerator. And I bought it specifically because it was on a good sale price and I wanted to can it. So I'll be doing that. I think I'm going to cook it first. You know, ham's already cooked. You don't have to. But I think I'm going to cook it up first so we can have it for dinner tonight. And then after it's falling off the bone cooked, then I'll start canning it probably Monday. I think I'll start canning it Monday. And if anybody's interested in seeing canning, I could maybe turn the camera on for that. And then I like to make ham and bean soup and can that up. Just ham in the jar is great because it makes it so easy to pull it off a shelf and make a meal. And I can do all kinds of things with ham. So yeah, I'll be doing that. I like having my chicken in jars, and I'm using it all up fast. My meat in jars, I should say. Thank you, Brenda. You're very kind. Yes, Sue, do the canning. I will watch. I would love to watch you can the ham. Okay. Well, maybe Monday if I'm up to it. Like, I'm not feeling real good today. I hope it's all passes. I'm swelling up. My ankles and feet and legs are swelling up. They don't usually do that. So I think I got to sit and put my feet up for a while. I think my feet are usually the only slim thing about me, but they're swelling up. Okay, I guess that's everything. If I missed your comment, put it in again. Before I say goodbye, I'll try to answer it. Yeah, you will enjoy My New Me. Hello from Japan, says Aiko. Hello, Aiko. Nice to see you again. I hope I'm pronouncing your name all right. Now, if I get out here and do the work this afternoon, which again is doubtful, I may just rest more this afternoon rather than get out and do more work. Then if I do it, though, I'll have an update tomorrow on the yard work. And do look later today for that video I mentioned that I'm going to try and make live, where I am cleaning behind the shed and just getting everything done, and I got it on fast speed. So it'll only be a few minutes, but it'll show you a lot of work done. So, okay. I believe that there's a devotional coming on now that I like to watch at noontime on the Goin' Batty channel. So if you would like to join me, Goin' Batty, GoinBatty, Devo, Devo. You might have to be approved to get in. So if you're interested in a noontime devotional each day, most every day, you can go there, Goin' Batty Devo. And I'm going to get off now and go watch that. And I'll see you all probably tomorrow. I don't think I'll be back on today. So at some point tomorrow, I'll be on. I hope you get feeling better very soon. It's hard when you want to do so much and just can't, right? Or shouldn't. I think I really need to rest to get the fluid out of my feet. So, yeah. Enjoy your show and the rest of your day. Okay, Brenda. Thank you, everybody, for coming by. I'll see you tomorrow.